Coming to you live from a giant rat's nest. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're playing, we're starting our Oathsworn series, right?
We're starting our Oathsworn series.
You may, if you're familiar at all with Oathsworn, you may know that you don't start with combat, you start with story, which we did film and had an audio issue. That's completely my fault,
Well,
since we were using a new camera. Just some of the moments in that video are kind of echoey. I didn't want that to be our first...
The premiere.
the premiere of our campaign. So I do plan to post that video next. I just thought I'd start with this one. Jordan's going to recap the story for us, and we'll get into combat, and then if you're interested, you can circle back and see how our campaign began.
Yeah.
With that,
well, so
a reminder.
Sure.
It was a full day ago.
It was a full day ago. We set out with our party of 5 Oathsworn and arrived to the city of Bastogne with only 4 alive.
Right.
These 4.
That's right. Yep.
We were welcomed into the city. We were hit with wood sticks to check that we weren't made of wood. We entered the city and learned that we had been summoned there to investigate some deaths that had been occurring. And we went around and spoke to multiple people. We paid this young orphan boy, Midge, who is not on camera in case you want to see.
There we go.
He guided us around the city. He told us, I think, that the deaths had been primarily concentrated on the east side. We spoke with a few other characters, a work overseer in the sewer system named Celeste, and a barman. And they sort of told us what had been happening, which was that there were bodies that were thrown off this wall by a bunch of guards, the eastern wall of the city, and that had been drawing some creatures. So we went to investigate. We found those guards. We tried to speak with them peacefully, but they didn't trust us, so we had to kill them. And then we saw a man fleeing from giant rats down below us as we looked over the wall. And Brandon made the erudite decision to toss a brazier at the...
A brazier of fire, yeah.
A brazier of fire, yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like it seemed like a clean-cut way to solve the problem.
Right, to hit both the man and the rats that were pursuing him. And
the man was doomed.
A success. The man was doomed.
The narrator told us he had no chance.
That's right. The narrator told us he had no chance. So anyways, Brandon threw the brazier of fire down. It blew up the man and a bunch of rats. Then we went down there to investigate. A woman was calling for help. She was screaming. We think now she's probably dead because around her emerged this giant rat, the brood mother, and her young pups.
The narrator did also tell us that we found the parts of that woman, as I recall. So.
Okay, so she's definitely dead, and so now we came down here to investigate what all these animals were coming from, and we found this brood mother rat.
This painted by Jordan, ridiculous brood mother rat. What's the best way to show this off? It's a little blurry there, but. Yeah, this grotesque rat with a pile of rats on its back.
And then some of the rats who have fallen off her back.
Right.
The giant rat pups.
Yeah.
And so now, you can imagine the announcer says, fight, and we're going to go in and mess up this broodmother. Let's do it.
That is the plan. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll get into it. I should say that if you enjoy gameplay videos, which is mostly what we do here, it'd be great if you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button and even comment to. This is our first comment, so most likely comment with rules corrections is maybe likely to come up. We welcome them, but Jordan's played a couple games before, so I'm leaning on you to keep us
I don't like the pressure. It's been a while, so I'm rusty. Don't expect me to be a rules paragon, but I'll do my best.
So doing all those algorithm things is the only way to support the channel. We appreciate it. I think you mentioned that we were for Oathsworn, but not who we were. Tell us who your characters are really quick.
That's right. I'm playing the Ursus Warbear as my primary Oathsworn. This is her name is Elsbjorn. And then I have as a companion, which means as a sort of reduced, simpler to pilot character, a priest named Mediolius. And so these are my 2 characters on the left here.
Yeah, and then I am leading my half of the party with the Penitents, an outcast failed knight named Slug, and then my companion is Thera the Ranger, who will be hopefully just standing back and raining arrows down on the rats. And yeah, so we decided we're starting at least as we get our feet wet in the campaign with one full Oathsworn and one companion each. We may upgrade, and we even gave ourselves kind of advanced permission to switch characters entirely if we decide that one of them isn't our playstyle or something. So we'll see.
I think that's a lot of the fun of this game is that there's 12 characters, or 13 or however many, but you can switch freely between them and try different playstyles out. And one of the distinguishing factors of each of these is that they have abilities, and I'm realizing we forgot to trigger the Penitent special ability.
Wow, we sure did, because that happens during the story.
During the story, you were injured in a fight.
Yeah, and for each hit point you lose, including during the story, gain a... what is that token with the arrows pointing out?
That is an Empower token.
Oh, that's the one that lets you increase the might value of a dire card, right?
3.
3 of them?
You get 3 increases. So you can do the same one 3 times, or you can do one once, or do 3 different ones once each.
That sounds great.
And I have an ability, Apex Predator, that says I gain an Empower token at the start of every encounter. So I will also take an Empower token.
Okay.
I just didn't have to lose a health to do it.
Well, I can do it many times.
Yeah, that's true.
just keep healing me with your priest, which is
my
the
other
thing the priest does is heal.
The priest does heal, but it says a maximum of 3 health can be gained from this ability per encounter. So I can only do a maximum of 3 heal points.
Well, send them to the Penitent so I can convert them to Empower tokens.
And I'm wondering, because you have the second printing of this game, and my copy is the first printing, and I didn't play as the priest, and I guess we didn't have a companion either, but the priest was healing all over the place, healing a ton of health. So
you say the priest might have been nerfed
surprising.
Yeah, maybe. Printing. It's possible.
Or not. It's also possible that not.
Right.
Okay, my other ability here is Endurance, which is the most hilarious ability I've ever seen printed on anything. It just says, Endurance, your thick hide and great bulk make your ability cards grant more defense than usual.
Oh, so that's
like
nothing.
My cards just have more defense on them. It's like literally not an ability.
It reminds me of, have you played much Keyforge?
No.
Oh, there's because Keyforge is an algorithmically generated deck game.
Yeah.
There are in some of the later Keyforge expansions. Shoot, now what's the name of it? The keyword itself is I'm forgetting, but there's a keyword on cards that what that keyword means is that other cards in your deck have been upgraded. Like it adds icons to other cards in your deck that do extra things when you play them. And so it is a keyword that only applies at the time of printing.
That's very funny.
It's amazing.
Is it only on like your ID or is it on like a random card?
No, it'll be on. It's like if the algorithm selected this unit to be in your deck, then because of that, there will be 2 extra Ember icons on 2 of your other cards.
That's funny.
And they're on those cards, and then they have a little different look to them, so that you can tell that they were put there by something else instead of being innately part of that card.
That's very funny. That's cool. Okay.
Okay. So we dive into it at this point.
We dive in. I'm ready. So the action phase is so during the refresh phase we'll each gain an amount of animus equal to our regen value.
Right.
So I'll be gaining 6 with my warbear, and the companions will each just gain both of their animus.
Yes. And my penitent will gain 6 animus.
And then any cards in your 0 slot come back to your hand, which we don't have any there right now.
Sure.
Then we're going to enter the Oathsworn phase, which is we'll take it in turns to move and play 1 ability card. Basically, you don't actually have to take turns. You can kind of just freely go, and anyone can do anything at any time.
Yeah, that was my impression from the learned plays I watched.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the very first action of the game, I think, with the priest here. The priest is going to bless our party. Oh. So the blessing ability says all Oathsworn or allies within range 3 gain either a redraw, an empower, or a defense token.
Wow.
So it's your choice.
I have a lot of redraw tokens. Why don't I take an empower? I'll just take 2 empower tokens.
Okay.
One for the ranger, one for the penitent.
I think the bear will also take an empower token. So there you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
And does that not include the priest?
I don't know. All Oathsworn or allies. I guess
Seems like it would.
So I think the priest will take a defense token because I'm not planning to do a ton of attacking with the priest.
Okay. All right. So what do we? Oh, you know what we haven't talked about is what we know about the rat itself.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Okay, so the rat's top ability card will be face up at all times. And so we know that the rat is going to tail whip for her first turn.
A barbed tail thicker than your leg comes around in a brutal arc.
Right.
Oh god, that is a brutal arc.
Yeah. So, right, this is like the area of effect of her attack. But first she's going to release the brood, which is a keyword that means place 3 giant rats adjacent to her in the hexes closest to her rear that have no characters in them. If there are no adjacent empty hexes, then they go 1 hex away, etc. So she'll basically add 3 giant rats to the board. Then she'll move 4 towards her target. Her target will, by default, be the character closest to her.
Right.
And then she will turn to face directly away from her target, and then she'll do this cone attack.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, are we fine because no one's behind her? But she's going to literally turn away from you to tail whip you. That makes sense.
And then she'll do this cone, and it has also knockback 2.
Okay. And remind me, so I remember from what I saw learning to play, so that symbol is probably hidden under her rear, right? What does that actually do? So that's not active unless that die is gone, right? Unless we've damaged the rear enough. But what does that do? Is that turning on those keywords, or?
No, what it does is, if that thing is gone, then, oh man, like the intensity of her attack, she doesn't use her leftmost might die or something like that?
I thought it powered her up. But,
no. It reduces her power, because it's like we've cut off a part of her tail. Oh. Yeah.
Damn, okay. Well, then we should...
I'm almost positive that it powers her down. I'm not sure exactly in what way, but I think I'm right that it's the leftmost.
Well, when that comes up, we'll take a look at the rulebook and make sure we're getting that right. Okay. Well, so it seems like we want to spread out. Right? Based on that? try to make it so the tail whip doesn't get us all. So
I think it also makes sense for perhaps the bear to try and be her target, to try and get her attention. Or the penitent. They both have... In fact, the penitent has even the highest defense rating at 4.
Yeah, and a defense token. And so, yeah, it does seem like if I go closer to her and kind of zig one way and everyone else zags the other way, that should work out pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't I take a turn with the penitent. I will maybe move 4 or so. One, two,
are your
3.
attacks going to be ranged, or are they going to be melee?
They're going to be melee, but I couldn't even get to her and attack this. Oh, actually, I guess I got to take a closer look at my abilities.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm always melee, which then if I'm starting more spaces away from her than I have Animus, it doesn't really feel like I'm getting in for an attack this turn. Okay. A lot of these cards are just defensive. Yeah, I can do like a melee AoE, a taunt. After a stage card is drawn or before an enemy moves. Yeah, I don't think that any of these are like they don't seem to be a leap into the fray nor a ranged attack.
Okay.
So for now, I'm just going to move. I'll sit on 2 Animus and maybe circle back to see if there's anything else he'll do. And then the Ranger, I think I'll just move her in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And her attack will be at range 4.
You know what? Before
so
you
I can
actually
attack with her.
do these moves, these guys were here, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you walk it back for a second, and I'm going to do something first.
Sure.
So I will have my bear do a feral roar.
Ooh.
It costs me 3 Animus. And it says up to 2 friendly characters within range 3 may move up to 2 hexes or gain an empower token.
Oh. I like the...
so I'll give it to both of your characters.
Yeah. I think the Ranger will take an empower token if you can hand that to me. And the Penitent will move 2.
Alright. And then maybe that gives you more ability to get in range and do an attack.
Yeah, because then I can spend 4 from the penitent to
sorry,
get...
I didn't finish the this.
Oh.
This is then you move 2.
So nice.
I will also move 2 up to here, and then this will go into my 1 slot. Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, well, are you going to end up in her, like, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, are you going to be in her arc then? Let me see what this looks like. I can move one more
space if I need to.
So, yes, you would just get hit. You would not get hit here if she targets me where I'm standing now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then... Yeah, so to attack, I have to play an attack card, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, there's no basic attack.
No.
They all cost a lot of animus. So I'm still not actually sure...
Sorry, I dropped my
cards. Oh, you're fine. I'm not actually sure I can do much. I'm an animus short of... So all of my attacks cost 3, if not more animus. They're pricey.
Got it.
Great.
Yeah. Attacks tend to cost around 3 animus, I feel like.
So maybe I don't attack. Right now, I'm where I now have animus equal to my regen spent. So like if I don't spend this turn, there's no waste there. So I think instead I will use an animus from the ranger to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and take a shot. Yeah, I'm a little far from the small rats, so. Yeah, she'll just attack. See how this goes. With her short bow, it's range 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I am in range, and I determine... So let's see. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. I can choose whether I'm attacking her head or her flank, right?
I believe so.
Because they're equidistant. And I think, from what I remember, I like draw damage and then decide where I shot. That's...
That may be so. I'm not sure about using her bow, though.
Really? It's just one of the basic things that she can do is spend an animus for attack symbol. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay.
Which would use her bow, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I mean, otherwise, what's the attack defined as? Yeah. Totally. Okay. Yeah, so why don't I draw... It's got a defense of 2. Okay, I'm going to draw a yellow with my might, and I'm going to add, as we awkwardly reach for these, we'll have to see if we can find a better place to put those next game.
Oh yeah, I mean, even now, we can move them here if you like.
That's true.
Or I can move at least ours over here.
Yeah, why don't you move ours to the left, and I'll move this one here. It's... Okay. These are shuffled.
Okay.
All right, let's see how we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a crit. 5. That's a pretty good start.
So you can always roll a die for the crit as well. It's up to you.
I don't see any reason to. I actually was like perfectly... Well, I guess it would be nice to round up to 6 damage, but I was kind of reasonably happy to just draw a blank and get it out of the deck there. Okay, so 5 damage divided by its 2 defense, it will land for 2, right? I think I'll just hit its head.
Okay.
Why not? Okay, so 4 hit points left on its head.
Right.
Yeah, that felt fine. What else you got?
I got lots of stuff. So, well, actually, let's have the Warbear do some stuff. The Warbear is going to play Ironhide for 1 animus to gain a defense token. And then I'm going to play Feral Blow in my 0 slot to battle flow 1 card. And then I'm going to spend 1 more, my last animus, to move 1 hex so that I'm out of the range of effect.
Nice.
Of the attack. And that's it for me. Warbear's out. And then the priest will spend his second animus to move 4 spaces. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll go 4. Okay.
Okay. I don't think I have any actions left. How about you?
No, I'm all done.
All right. So, encounter phase, we're resolving the top stage card.
Yep.
So, Tail Whip, release the brood. That's going to place 3 giant rats in the hexes closest to her rear, or 2 hexes away if you can't.
So it'll be this one, and then this one.
Woof. Okay. And then move forward to her target. She doesn't need to. She targets me, right? But she will turn to face directly away.
And then she'll turn to face directly away.
Which would be there, I think, based on the arrow on the
Yep.
mini. I don't think that even shows on the camera, but there is a little mini that or a little arrow that you've painted gold.
Yep.
And all right, then it's going to attack me. It's doing a big cone covering this whole area, kind of, but I'm the only one standing in it. And it's attacking me. Oh, and knockback too. We'll have to talk about how knockback works, but the damage is going to be her might, right?
Yep, so we're going to draw 2 reds and 3 yellows. And as a reminder, bosses never crit or miss.
Right, okay. So she's just hitting me for a mere 3, 5, 8, 9, 10.
So
that's
right now you'd be taking 2
fine.
damage.
Yeah, I could spend my defense token, it would still be 2. I guess I could have thrown a card in here and should have remembered that. But I didn't, so I will take 2 damage, gain 2 empower tokens, and wail on it. Next turn.
Actually, you're still in more trouble because now the giant rats are going to activate.
Oh, right.
Well, first we'll discard this card and turn the next one face up, so we know that on her next turn she's going to gnaw.
Okay. You glimpse the endless hunger behind her eyes as she bears down on you. She'll release the brood, move 7 to her target, and attack it. Chomp it.
And so the giant rats, when they activate, they're going to move 6 to their target, and then they're going to attack the target. They only have 1 health and are immune to all broodmother attacks unless specified. And when they attack, they all attack as one big
yes,
attack.
that's
on
that
the
mod
target.
keyword, right?
So
the ones that are they each target whoever they're closest to, right? Which it looks like this. I am 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5 away from this, so this is going to target someone else.
Well, I think let's start with the ones that are closest to someone.
Okay.
So this one's going to move 2 to you.
Yep.
This one is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
I
to
guess.
you.
Yeah, I guess at 5.
I guess that's actually
target.
not the next one to go because this one can move 3. So this one's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. It targeted you because you're the west.
Right.
Doesn't it break ties with north and west?
Yeah. And then this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, I think.
I think so too. And that'll also target the priests.
Yeah. And then this one back here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't reach. Can it reach going the no, there's a tree there. So yeah, this one's going to end up here and not do an attack. So you're going to be attacked by 3 of these guys. Okay,
so just 3 yellow, 3 white.
Right. And if you want to play a defense card, you can.
I probably will here. As I get rid of
luckily, the defense tokens you can also spend after if you like. So.
Yes. So it's going to be 3 yellow, 3 white. But I think I have 4 defense. I'm trying to... what are the odds that I don't get hurt here? Probably low. I just want to make sure I don't get hit twice.
I think the odds that you don't get hurt aren't terrible.
Really?
If you play a high value defense?
Yeah, I can play a 3.
It's also, remember, it's free to play it for its defense.
Yes. So. All my 3s, I guess fittingly enough, go into the 3 cooldown slots. They won't be back for a while.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to play a 2. So my defense is 6. I could make it 7 with my defense token if that would save me a hit point. So we're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I do get hit once.
Yeah.
All right.
But on the upside,
I get an empower token.
Power token. And then the priest is going to take an attack of it's just 2 yellow cards and 2 white ones.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Before I do this... Well, actually, the priest doesn't have any defense abilities. So this is an attack of 6. The priest could spend 2 defense tokens to save a hit point. That's probably not the best use, though, so the priest will go down to 4 health.
Okay.
Poor Mediolius.
Boy, the hit points really melt away, don't they?
They sure do. Let's go discard piles.
Okay.
Wait.
But now that the Penitent is in the fray, I can do a lot of damage on this turn.
That was the first turn of Oathsworn.
That was.
Yeah.
First impressions are good.
First impressions are good.
I like it. And actually, on the reference here, now it says we turn the next stage card face up. So we snuck a preview a little early, but I don't think it
Where does it say that?
affected us. Last step of the encounter phase.
Oh, I see. It'd be after the minions activate.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, end of round. I don't think there's any end of round effects.
No.
Right? It's only if there's anything in play.
Yep. So we're back to the
Okay,
refresh
we can
phase.
refresh. Get back our Animus. I have so many tokens. It's time to start using these.
So the next step of the refresh phase is each character will rotate all cooldown cards at position 0 back into their hand.
Right. I didn't have any.
So your 0 card, of which you only have 1, has 3 effects on it.
Yeah.
And you should. It's kind of nice to use it every round because you can get it back right away. And one of them is just battle flow 1 card for 1 Animus, which isn't bad. That's also the way we can refresh our might decks by spending 2.
Right.
Anyway, I mean it's still expensive, but
well, the clear choice for me here is to sweep. This is a 3 hex area of effect that should be able to take out three small giant rats.
Or you could attack these 2 and the Broodmother's hex there.
Yeah. Do you actually think that's the way to go?
I do, but I don't. I mean, it's up to you.
All right.
Yours is different than mine. So I also have an attack that's called Swipe.
Swipe and sweep, completely different.
Right. It has the same area of effect, but I get 1 damage for each enemy hit, an extra 1 damage for each enemy hit.
And so that damage doesn't help against the rats, I see.
Right. It would be better used against her, but you have a different thing, which says if you kill any enemies, then move 2.
Yeah, and I've got all these empower tokens that I should probably start using before I, get knocked out or something. And those empowering also doesn't matter against the rats, right? It's like they have 2 defense, but as long as you get 2 damage through, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and pay 4 Animus for this sweep, and I think I will empower it twice, and hit 2 small giant rats and the giant rat.
Cool.
Which would be the giant rat's rear hex. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it'll be the rear. Yeah, it's just called the rear. Okay.
You know what we forgot to do? Actually, we forgot to knock you back 2 during the tail sweep.
Oh, we did. Shoot. Okay. How does knockback work? Just straight back?
It has to be straight back. And then if you hit something, there are like damage rules. But I guess what that would mean.
So then the
is
rats
that
would be differently.
It would be something more like this.
Yeah. Still really annoying because now I can't get there. So.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Well then.
We're doing great so far.
So good.
Do you want to think about that and I can do something else?
Yeah, please.
All right. You'd think that when I said that I would have something in mind. But that's not the case. So the priest is going to do an attack on this little baby rat.
Wait. Okay. If I'm going to be blocked off from that, then we're going to retcon one more thing.
Yeah.
And I'll have reactively played Revenge. After you lose any hit points from an attack by an adjacent enemy, make the same or another adjacent enemy lose 1.
Okay.
So I'll just take out one of these rats with that.
Yeah, and if you want to, you can take out the one
that was my first thought, but then I could actually take out this one and do my AoE to take out all 3 of the others.
Nice.
Which I think I like that.
Cool.
So, okay. So 1 giant rat defeated with that. This goes into my 1 slot.
Right. Okay, very nice.
Anyway, you were saying?
I was saying, I think the priest is going to do, for his turn, a basic attack on this rat here. And so he has 1 yellow might, and he'll draw 1 white card as well. Actually, we'll draw 2 white cards. And let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Well, it's very wasteful.
Wow, that's a big hit.
So that's 7 damage on
I
this
think
rat.
7 will take out the small rat, yeah.
And then for the priest's second action, the priest will do this bless. And so, unfortunately, the penitent is too far away to benefit from it. But the bear and the ranger can each gain either a redraw, empower, or defense token.
Okay. I think the ranger will take a empower.
Empower. I think the bear will also take an empower.
Thank you.
And I think the priest will take maybe a redraw. Actually, no, the priest has got plenty of redraws. The priest will take an empower. Okay, so that's the priest's turn done. Medioleus has finished his action.
Okay, I think I'll go ahead and make that sweep then. Spending 4 ember. I won't be empowering this since it shouldn't need to be. So sweep says attack area of effect. This attack targets up to 3 adjacent hexes in your front arc. Oh, it's got to be my front arc. My facing is...
No, you can always change your facing.
Oh, I can always change my facing. Okay. Okay, so I'll change my facing that way. If you kill any enemies, then move 2. So then I can get up behind the rat. That all seems great. Okay, so the one question is how many cards? I don't need to hit for more than 2, so 3 white cards, and I've got some redraws and a total emergency. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a crit. Which crits again? Or do crits keep exploding?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, that was another... we might want to refresh this deck. I feel like that white deck has been really good to us.
Okay.
So that is going to wipe out these 3 rats. And I get to move 2. And I guess I'll just get back up behind the rat, even though if the Ursus wanted to take a turn being her target, I wouldn't hate it.
No, the Ursus will take a turn being the target for sure.
Okay, and then sweep goes into my 2 slot, pushing taunts down by 1 slot.
Yeah. In fact, what I'd like to do, frankly, is remove a die right now. Although actually getting to the rear hex is kind of challenging with you being right there. Well, no, that's not true. Might also be nice to remove her mouth symbol, her fangs.
Oh, you
Smacking
think we
her in the
could?
face.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'd have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes. That's pretty far.
Ranger can absolutely attack her face too.
Do you think the ranger can deal 4 damage to her face?
By hitting for 8.
By hitting for 8?
With some empower tokens, most likely.
You want to do that first?
Sure. So she will need to move kind of into position to attack. Oh wait, no. Her thread the needle ability says you can target any location on the enemy. I am at range 1, 2, 3. So what's your interpretation of that? I can target any location on the enemy, but do I need to be within range of that location? It just means I could fire like to the other side of the enemy, like I
think
normally
that's
wouldn't be
what,
able to.
normally you
Yeah,
have
okay.
to attack the closest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, annoyingly, she needs to spend 1 for 2 animus on either a move or adding range to it with the short bow ability. Kind of, I guess I might as well move and be like permanently within range. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just stay next to obstacles. Or here is even within range. Okay, and then thread the needle using the other animus. I can target any location on the enemy with this attack. If you choose to attack the enemy's rear while in the enemy's rear arc, it would add 3 damage, but that's not the case. So
Does the bottom one have anything that's attack targets up to 3 enemies in your
it
front
attacks
arc?
3 enemies. Yeah.
Okay, because you don't need this ability because right now this is the closest hex to you.
I guess that's true, but
you can still do it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess either way it spends an animus and attack. So I guess you're right, it's not important. Okay, so she would have a yellow. Let me spend. I'm trying to one-shot the head here, is the plan. I guess, and then the Broodmother will attack the Penitent, right? Because this Gnaw will trigger right away.
Yes.
That's fine.
No, the Broodmother will attack her because she broke the die.
Oh,
so the target
interesting.
becomes so it will move towards her and hit her.
Okay, I didn't know that if the targeting rules change when you're when you're reacting to a broken die. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good to know. She's got full hit points and 4 defense and a token, so I think she'll be okay. So she will empower, I think, twice to make sure that this works out. So it would be.
We're going to use these
Oh,
cards.
right. I think it probably would be like a yellow and 3 white. Let's make it. Let's see. If we empower the yellow to red,
Yep.
and then a white up 2 steps to a red, so that's 1 empower token used.
Yep.
Another white up 2 steps to a red, and
That's
then a
2
white.
full
And,
empowers. And then a white
up to a yellow.
Nice.
I think that feels good. How many blanks do red? Do red still have 2 blanks?
Yes, all dice have 2 blanks.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I had assumed that at least the black would go down to 1 blank.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so the odds
The
of missing
numbers
are
just go
always the
higher.
same.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right, well, she has 2 redraw tokens if it comes to that. Here's the empowers I spent.
Alrighty.
Let's see how we did. Uh-oh, starting with a yellow blank and a red blank
Oh man.
and a red 3 and a red 5. Okay, so let's redraw the red. That's a 2. So now we're at 7. We were really looking to land 8. So I think I'll redraw the yellow. It's a 2.
Very nice.
All right, 9 damage. That will break the front of the Broodmother. Okay, well, spent a couple more tokens than I had hoped, but overall the plan went all right.
Alrighty.
So now the Broodmother gnaws right now.
Yeah.
You glimpse the endless hunger behind her eyes as she bears down on you. So she releases the brood. So that's going to swarm the penitent with small rats again.
1, 2,
She's going to move 7 to her target,
3.
which if it's all the same, as far as like there's
she's gonna-
several places she can stand, she would go in the northernmost one?
Yes, so
Okay.
she'll move.
I think it would be like this.
Yes, but when doing that, she'll walk over this tree, which will destroy it.
She didn't need to. Oh, I guess technically she crossed that X a little bit. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then actually I want. It's fine. I'll check it after the video. My memory of the from the teach I saw was that it only destroys obstacles if it would land on them.
Oh, that might be true. So let's put it back. That's fine.
Yeah, we can double check that for next time. It's not terribly consequential here. Okay, then she's attacking the target, but she's lost a die because I broke her face, so it's going to be just 1 red and 3 yellow.
Yep.
I guess since the companion doesn't have any extra cards, it's just going to be a defense token that she could throw in. Oof, 3, 5, 5. Okay, defense token wouldn't matter. That's just 1 hit point.
Just 1.
That was not bad at all.
Okay.
And so, tell me, do we reveal the next card?
Ooh, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, through some movie magic, we just checked. We do reveal this next card. So it is another copy of Gnaw. Looks exactly the same, other than the direction that she moves at the end of it is different. Which reminds me, I think we actually, I was so focused on the attack, I forgot that she moves 3 southwest after
She
that.
will turn to face southwest, and then move 1, 2,
And displace a rat, right?
Yeah, so the rat will get displaced to here, I believe.
Oh, because it gets pushed north?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, the next card is also a Gnaw, with the only difference
I
being...
guess actually it would be put here, right?
I would think it would go to the closest hex,
Yeah, I think
which
the
would
closest
actually
would be the-
maybe be this one, since that is north and west and equally close, right? Because it was standing here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so her next Gnaw is exactly the same, except she moves 3 southeast afterwards.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do something now.
I like the sound of that.
Great. So I'll take 1 step in this direction. And then I will play Swipe, which is similar to the card you had played previously for 4 Animus. And that will battle full both of these cards back to the 0 slot.
Hell yeah.
And I will do an attack. It's this front arc area of effect, so I can hit this little baby rat and the big mama. I will empower a few times, And I also add 1 damage for each enemy hit, so I'm also going to get +2 damage.
Nice.
So let's do the fall. So I have 1 yellow by default. Let's spend an empower token to get that yellow to a black, and also to get a white to a yellow. And then let's spend another empower token to get a red, and then to upgrade this yellow to a red. And then let's also just draw 1 white, I think. Okay, so that'll be that. Let's see what we've got. The black missed, the red missed, and that got a 1. So let's redraw the black.
Okay.
It's a 3.
That's better.
So that's 6, 7. I really would like a crit, if I'm being honest. Let's redraw the red, just being a little bit greedy here. I did not get a crit, but that's okay. So that's 6, 8, 9. Divided by... So this little guy will die.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
And that adds a damage.
And oh, sorry, you're right, I have 11. Because I hit 2 enemies with this attack, so my total's 11. So we're going to go down to 10. I'm hitting the front arc of her, which means that I can pass that damage along to wherever. I think it makes sense. Oh man, if I had 1 more damage, I would actually remove a die entirely. Maybe I don't want to do that though.
Yeah, that would actually be a lot of...
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, since she would gnaw you, at least you're fully healthy and pretty defensive.
So I'll hit this flank and go to 1 here.
Okay. Yeah, breaking a second die would accelerate to stage 2.
Yeah.
Which, this being my first ever combat, I have no sense of like how dramatically the her power spikes or anything when that happens, but
yeah,
it seems ominous.
Okay, I spent probably too many tokens on that attack, but that's okay.
that was a lot of animus. Well, I want to get in an attack too, and I could hit her other flank if we want to just even it out.
Sure.
So I will go ahead and use the attack on this card guard. It's just the bottom part of this that's 3 animus for an attack. So I'm attacking. I will just empower the hell out of this, I think. So for 3 empower tokens, I could draw 3 blacks. I don't know. What are you? I guess for 3 empower tokens, I could draw something like 3 blacks or like 4 reds.
How do you draw 3 blacks? Oh, for 3
for 3 empower tokens, I could choose 3 white and upgrade all 3, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what. And we have a blank gone from kind of each of these decks.
Yeah.
Let me double check the red deck. We have 2 blanks gone. Okay.
Out of 6.
Yeah, so that's at a 8. So that's actually a little. Oh no, that's a little better than.
No, it's a little worse. Because by
Right?
default, there's 2 blanks
2
per
out of
6.
6. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna take 3 empower tokens and go with 3 black cards.
Okay.
All right, we've got 3 blank and 4 for 7. I don't think I'll redraw the blank. I think 3 damage is okay here.
Okay.
So I will hit her right flank, dropping it to 3 hit points. And this will go in my battle flow, pushing these 2 cards down to 0.
Nice. Alright, I am done for the round, I think.
Okay, I guess I am too. I don't think unless I want to play my 0 to battle flow 1 card for 1 animus. No, I'm gonna save the animus. So, encounter phase.
Encounter phase.
I guess she targets me, huh? Because I'm north of you?
Are further north. I think that's right. That's probably not great, actually.
That's not great, but I have defense cards. I've not really been using my big defense cards. I can certainly do that.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, you can also spend your last animus to move 1 hex back, and then she'll target me because I'll be closer.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't I do that? I don't mind tanking a couple rats. So why don't I take a step there?
Sure.
That'll keep him just away
All right,
from
so
the
she's
party.
going to release her brood. So here's 3 baby. Oh, there's 3 right here. So they'll just go behind her. You can do that.
Yes, she's facing that way, so behind is these 3 hexes.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then she will move 7 to her target. She doesn't need to. She'll just turn to face... Well, she's actually already facing me. And then she'll do an attack with her mouth, so she'll only use 1 red die.
Yep, so 1 red, 3 yellow. Oops, I just drew from the discard. Are you throwing in any defense cards?
I think I will, just because I have a bunch of them.
Okay.
Although... Yeah, this card I don't know how often I'll use. So I will throw this 3 in to the 2 slots, so that ratchets my defense up to 6.
Love it. Okay. She's hitting for 2, 5, 7.
Okay. So that was worth doing, because I would have lost 2.
Oh, because your defense was 3.
1.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't see the need to spend defense tokens. Okay. And then she'll move 3 to the southeast.
Yes.
So she will about face this way, and then move 1, 2, 3 like that.
Okay.
Facing that way. And then the brood will all move. So
yes.
This one's already going to target the priest. This one's going to target you. This one will go here. This one will go to you. It would take 1, 2, 3. To me, it would take 1, 2, 3. So
it'll go to me.
For you.
Yeah.
This one, I guess, will go 1, 2 to me, and then this one will also go to me. 1, 2, 3. Actually, wait a minute. This one will go 2 to your ranger.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, and so those are the attacks.
Okay, so 3 against the penitent. I will go ahead and throw 3 defense into this. I don't want to lose my second to last hit point.
Sure.
So 7 defense, and I have a token. Should it matter? They're drawing 3 yellow, 3 white.
Yep.
Hope this is enough. We've got 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So even spending that token.
So yeah, that's spending that token. Ouch, man. That was a hard hit. Okay.
Here's an empower. The priest is going to heal the penitent this turn.
That sounds like a good plan. Thank you.
So can you draw 1 yellow and 1 white for the bear?
Yep. That is all blank.
And then for the priest, or
Yeah.
you can do the ranger first.
Well, I'll need a quick shuffle of the yellow deck.
Cool.
Okay. That is the one time that these cards are definitely a lot slower than dice is on the reshuffle.
Yeah.
Do the enemies always use cards?
You don't have to, but the rules recommend that you do to reduce variance.
It's not a situation of every time you can decide.
No.
Okay.
I mean, well, you can, but the rules recommend that you just instead choose to consistently use cards.
I see. Okay. Okay, so against the priest, it's just 1 and 1.
1 damage.
1 damage will bounce off, right?
Yep.
Sweet. And against the ranger, we've got 1 and 1. Ow. Oh, okay, but she has 4 defense.
Perfect.
So.
Okay, and then we'll also flip this card face up. Acidic Maw. Release the brood, move 5 to her target, bite the target, and then the character loses 1 defense for each wound or each health lost. Mark this with a tracker token. This lasts the rest of the encounter. So
wow.
It reduces your defense.
That's brutal. Okay,
brutal.
Maw dripping with slime. The broodmother latches onto her target's armor, masticating them with acidic saliva. Okay, so you really don't want to take damage from that one.
Not if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
and then you also, at the start of the round, you'll get
refresh.
all of your 0 cards. And it'll
Much
refresh your
needed.
bonus. 3, 6, and 2 on the priest. Alright. Are you planning for the penitent to stay here, or are you planning to move somewhere?
Great question. Do I need to be closer to the priest in order to receive heals?
You do, but the priest can also move to the penitent if the penitent wants to do something more exciting this turn. If not,
yeah.
I'll have the priest heal. So the priest's range for healing is 3. So if you're within 3, then I'll do a heal and I'll do an attack. But if you're not gonna end up within 3, then I'll just move and heal.
I think I'll just move around. I don't know. It's a lot of animus to move around those rats.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of really compelling things
You know what?
to do. I mean, I still have a lot of empower tokens. I could move in for another big attack, like on the rat's tail. But I also could just do a couple attacks trying to take out these small rats and call that good. We do have to control the rat population. I guess what's the over the next turn or two what's our plan? Is it to actually kind of try to get the other 2 dice low so that once we push her to stage 2, we can just like finish her off?
That would be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I know the ranger can get extra hits in if she attacks the rear of the rat, which is kind of facing her, sort of. Oh no, I guess
she maybe needs to move to be in its. Yeah, she has to move to be in its arc, but
after this,
she certainly could
northeast and head towards the ranger anyway at the end of this move. So maybe she wants to reposition herself this round. I don't know.
Yeah, we can start with her.
There is also a rat next to her, so I don't know.
Yeah, but she can move 4, 1, 2. I'm not worried about that one rat. Well, I guess right now rats would spawn back here and potentially go after her, but she's at 5 hit points and decent defense. Like, I'm not too worried about Thera. So yeah, why don't you just go ahead and move and then thread the needle, which is her aspect ability that says you can target any location on the enemy. If you choose to target the enemy's rear while in the enemy's rear arc, add 3.
And I guess we should confirm that you are in the enemy's rear arc, but I believe you are.
Yes, I mean based on that code, what I learned from that cone attack with its rear arc, I definitely am.
Yeah.
So, I guess my only question would be: does the rear arc have a range, like a default? Are we talking about only 2 spaces from it or anything?
No.
It's just if it's infinity, then
infinity,
it's okay. Yeah,
yeah.
Then we are fine. So let me throw an empower token into this, and I get a yellow. I'm gonna just empower. She has no redraw tokens, so I want to be a little safe. I think I'm gonna take 2 whites and empower them into a red and a yellow.
Okay.
And we're adding 3 to this from the ability.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Blank 3 and a crit 3.
Do you want to die or do you want the card?
Let's just burn through the cards. Another 2. So that's 8, 11, which takes her tail from 6 hit points to 1.
Very nice.
I feel like that went exactly right.
That was great.
Want to take the discards?
Yes.
Okay. There is done. The penitent is probably just gonna smack some rats, but
that's fine.
If you would like me to use 2 animus to move 2 towards the priest and save the priest some moves, certainly you can.
That is fine. So I'm trying to decide how to use this bear.
The rain is really coming down. We're playing this on a beautiful rainy morning in LA, drinking our energy drinks this morning.
I kind of want the bear to be the target of this next attack. So I think what I'll do is I will have the bear move 1, 2, 3 to here.
Wow, okay.
So that's going to cost me 3 animus. And then I will play an attack. And I'm thinking I don't want to play either of these. And so I will play this card, which actually costs 3 animus. I kind of want to play a 2-slot card if I can. But I can't. Okay, so I'll play this card, which costs 3 animus. Goes to my 1 slot.
What's the card?
It's Feral Roar.
Okay.
And I'm going to use its bottom effect, which is just attack with +1 damage.
Nice.
So I will attack the rear, which I can bleed through to the center here. And I'm going to attack with...
Yeah, I guess at that point, yeah, it's fine that we're breaking that, huh?
I'll use an Empower. I probably won't hit... probably won't break the center. So
But you're breaking the tail.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh...
But if you're
so actually, now that I think about it,
if in one,
it doesn't bleed through.
Oh, it doesn't.
No,
oh,
I don't think
okay.
so. I sorry. For some reason, I was looking at the head and thinking, oh, I can just go straight through the center.
It takes some constant like reminding in your brain that like the top of the diagram here is not just the top of the mini.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so in that case, I might just change entirely what I'm doing.
Okay.
Or I could just break it. It's probably not the end of the world. Because then I'll be the target of this attack, which is what I'm trying to have happen.
Sure.
Okay, so let's just proceed. I won't empower though, because I think I'll be able to deal 1 damage without empowering.
Seems likely.
So I'll do a yellow, and I'll draw a white. I guess I'll draw 2 whites.
Okay.
So that's plenty. And
Wow.
I'll crit with the yellow. Actually, do we just want to get through this yellow deck?
Yeah, whatever you think.
1, 2, 3.
We've burned through like all the crits from it.
Yeah, but we've also got 4 blanks in there. So there's 2 blanks and there's 4 cards left. So yeah, let's actually just burn through it because half of them are blanks. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right, you broke the tail.
I broke the tail. I don't think the damage bleeds through. I guess, do we want to double check that?
We can pause and double check that. Okay, we did check, and yes, nothing, no other effects are going to apply. But also, what I didn't realize was going to happen is that since this is our second break, according to the Broodmother, it advances to stage 2, which happens right now. I was thinking Acidic Maw is what would be the reaction.
I
It's
forgot that, but I'm
totally
kind of
not.
glad because I don't have to lose armor, hopefully.
Hopefully. Encourage. The broodmother wills her offspring to close on the prey with a frenzy of gnashing teeth. Release the brood with 1 extra rat.
Okay. So we're going to put four new rats out. So that's going to go 1, 2.
Does it just surround me, basically?
No. Sorry, that one should have been here. Oh, that one's already there, right?
Yeah.
So 3. Which hex is closer to this rear hex? Is it this one or that one?
I guess it's this. Oh, like these 2 are both 2 spaces away from it.
No. It's going to be closest to her. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3, and from here it's, I guess. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it'll be the same. Okay, that's all 4, right?
Yeah. Then she moves 3 northeast. So she's actually turning this way and moving 1, 2, 3, crushing the obstacle. Each rat gains 1 extra might card, the same as its highest might card, until the end of the round. Place this card on the encounter board until the end of the round as a reminder. Okay.
And then we'll flip this up.
And we'll flip the next stage card.
Which is Maternal Rage. Release the brood, move 7 to her target, bite the target, then change target to the next closest enemy, move forward to the new target, and bite the new target.
As her pups fall to your weapons, the broodmother's rage builds to a fever pitch and she barrels towards you. Okay. There's no... Yeah, I'm so far from her. I was wondering, like, is there any universe where we just kill her this round? But the Penitent sure can't contribute.
No, and honestly, right now, I think we want to try and kill some of these baby rats that have +1 yellow die.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can do some of that then. Yeah, I've just got some basic attack kind of stuff to do, I guess. So I'm going to spend 3 Animus with Penitent to play Revenge just as a basic attack. So I'll target this rat, and I'm just going to draw 3 white cards. I just have to get 2. That was 3 blanks.
Wow.
So those are out of the way. I don't think I'm going to use a bunch of redraws on that.
That's fair.
Just to kill a little rat. Okay, so that's a huge miss, but Revenge will push guard down the cooldown. And then I was going to Penitent Strike with 3 more Animus. I guess I'll attack the same one again. Last 3 cards of the deck. 2 blanks! Jeez.
Well, you can resolve the crit before you decide whether to redraw.
Oh, that's handy. I'll just roll a die since we've got a...
I mean, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't actually really matter because you 2 damage would kill it.
Yeah, you know what? If nothing else, by using a redraw, we reshuffle that deck without these blanks in it, right? That feels worth a redraw token. So let's redraw a blank. Yeah, it's weird thinking about like it's a roundabout way of like some very subtle dice manipulation, right?
Yeah.
By using the cards that represent the dice.
Yeah. It's fun that it adds an extra little layer.
Right.
You can cut that if you like to.
I would love to, because this is totally a 1. It's a blank.
Well, you can keep using redraw tokens.
Well, that's true. I guess, yeah, the odds of a blank are infinitesimal now. I will use another redraw token. Come on!
Oh, that's amazing. You've drawn this round alone 7 blanks this turn.
Let's just keep going at this point. I need the attack to hit. There we go. All right, I killed a single rat.
Amazing.
All my redraw tokens spent.
Now this white deck,
the white deck is
pretty good.
Way powerful now. There are 4 blanks out of the deck, so you know that we're gonna miss with. That should be here, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. I should have wrong.
You know we're gonna miss one more time somehow with the remaining 2 blanks, but.
That's funny.
Okay, that's gonna go in 0, refreshing my guard, so I can defend with that, which should be nice.
This is actually good timing for the priest to do a heal, because the priest uses white dice for their heal. So the priest is gonna move 4.
Okay.
Let's move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm hoping that I can take some of these rat hits. Like, in fact, if you back up 1 space, or 2 spaces.
I am out of animus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I spent all my animus drawing blanks. Sorry.
No. I was thinking. Okay. So then the priest will do a heal. So select a friendly character within range 3 and perform a basic check. The difficulty of this check is equal to the character's health plus 2, so 3.
Okay.
For each success, they gain 1 health, but I can only use 1 redraw token. So basically, if I get 9, you'll gain 3 health.
That seems good.
But I can only use white dice for this. But I'm thinking...
But the deck's in good shape.
The deck's in good shape. So I might draw 4 of them?
I think you could go more aggressive than that, right? Because 4 dice is unlikely to even get you to 6.
Well, if I get some crits in there, too.
Oh, that's true.
I guess I can go 5.
I'm comfortable with... I don't think... Famous last words, right? I don't think you're going to miss with 5.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Oof.
And a blank. So that would heal you for 1. I can use 1 redraw token, which I will.
Okay.
So I'll redraw this blank with a 2 crit.
Oh.
And so on that one, I'll probably roll, because this is 4, this is 6. This would give you 2 health.
Yeah, so if you can get another 2, it becomes 3 health.
Yeah, which I've got a 1/3 chance on the die. Or, I mean, I'm wondering how many 2s are out. There's only 3 2s out. I could draw a card.
I think your odds are probably better from the cards.
Blank.
All right. Well, we know there are no blanks left in that deck.
There you go.
And a heal for 2. I'll take it.
2, yeah.
Thank you.
And
That puts the penitent back up to 3.
And that's 2 of the total 3 health that I'm allowed to use Desperate Prayer to heal with for over the course of the whole game. The whole encounter.
Remind me, as I'm thinking ahead to my defense and thinking about my battle flow, can I play any number of cards for defense? Or just 1 card?
1 card per attack.
Okay.
Yeah, but all these will do 1 attack, yeah.
Well, they cumulatively do 1 attack,
Yeah.
so I can only defend once. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Bummer, because I would just love to... I could, like, really manipulate my battle flow if I could throw a few cards into it, but that's not happening. Okay. Yeah, my characters were spent. Did yours have anything else to do?
I could move 1 space with my bear up. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, save the gem.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then, in counter phase, we've got Maternal Rage, so she's going to release the brood. This is so many rats. We just got to kill her.
1, 2, and 3. Then she's going to move 7 to her target. Right now, Thera is 2 spaces away, and my Elsbjorn is 4, so she'll target Thera first.
Thera first. She's going to move here, displacing all these rats. Like that, I think.
I think so.
Okay, and then a broken attack. So it's going to be red, 3 yellows. She's got 5 hit points. Do defense tokens, I actually don't know this either. Do they carry forward in the campaign, or are they reset going into chapter 2?
They're going to be reset.
Okay, you know what? I'll spend it then.
No, you only have to spend the defense token after the attack. That's
right, I forgot. I'm getting, cards before, tokens after, so.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see what she draws. We've got 3, 6, 9, 10. Defense token, it's 2 damage either way, so she'll take the 2.
All right.
Ow.
Then she'll change target to the next closest enemy, which would be my bear, I believe, and then move towards the target. So she's going to move to here and push these rats like this.
I think this one pushes here.
Okay. And then she'll attack my bear for the same
Doing
dice.
the same thing.
I will probably use a defense card.
Okay.
When you use a card for defense, does it still battle flow? I think it does, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
So I will play this 2 here, which will battle flow this to there. Oh, sorry, 3
Nice.
defense. So I'm at 6 total defense.
While you were thinking about that, I peeked at this, so I know that works out great, because she drew a 4.
Excellent.
How did she draw a 10 against the ranger and a 4 against the bear?
Yeah, that's a little
Not cool.
But I think the bear is going to take a bunch of other hits from these little baby rats.
That does seem likely, yeah.
So let's...
Time to resolve that.
Time to resolve that. So these ones are going to target the bear. This one's going to target the ranger. This one's going to target you because you're further west, sadly.
Yes,
and
then
there.
this one's going to move into the ranger, and this one can't get to the ranger in any way.
This way,
so it'll move. It's like you're its target, and it's going to move.
Well,
6.
actually, it won't move next because like what'll happen is this one will move next. Then I think that one's already got a target. So this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away.
Yep.
And it'll actually hit the priest.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And
this
then,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can't get there.
Right. So I think it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. Okay.
That's a lot of rats.
A lot of rats. So the penitent. Well, we could do. What do you want to do first?
I'll just resolve the penitence.
Okay. So 2 attacks, meaning 3 yellow and 3. Sorry, 4 yellow and 2 white.
Yeah. So let me. If only because I want a battle flow, I'm going to throw in a 2. So I have 6 defense here. And yeah, 2 yellow, 2 white.
4 yellow, because remember the effect.
Oh, right.
The
The
card.
extra shoot. Yeah, okay. All right. 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so the boosting defense paid off. I'll take 1 damage. Yeah, I don't currently have my revenge card that triggers when I deal damage or when I take damage. So, okay, that's
so
that.
the priest just has to draw 4. Or sorry, just 2 yellow.
2 yellow and a white.
And so the priest has drawn 4 damage, which doesn't do anything.
Wow, the priest is so defensive.
Well, the companions get +2 defense over their basic defense, so like
Right.
2 + 2 is where you get to 4. I've got 3 + 2.
That's pretty defensive.
Yep.
I stand by it.
No, it's right.
But yeah, they don't have the cards they can play, so
Right.
so they need the boost. Okay.
We got the ranger and the bear left.
So the ranger's got 2 rats on her. So 4 yellow, 2 white. It's gonna hurt. 3, 4, 6, 7. That could have been worse. That's 1 hit point. And the bear, we're gonna need to shuffle some decks here.
Yeah, because the bear's going to draw 8 yellow cards.
Here, shuffle those, and we're gonna have to, I think, yeah, also shuffle the white deck. So we need like, I need a button on this Stream Deck over here for like shuffling interlude music or something.
That's funny. Just play the Jeopardy theme song.
There we go. Yeah. No, that's what I start. That's what I play when you're taking too long on your turn. That's
okay.
where I hit that button. Yeah. All right. Well, here are your 4 white.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is the single biggest pile of cards we've drawn to date.
So I will play a 4 defense.
You have a 4 defense?
I'm the bear. It's my special ability.
Oh yeah.
Some of my cards have higher defense. So I'll play a 4 defense in my 3 slot. So I'm up to 7 defense. And let's see what we can do here. 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15.
Whew.
So if I go up to 8 defense, I'll only take 1 hit. I think that's what I'll do. I'll spend the defense token, and I'll only take 1 hit.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that all 8 of them?
Yep.
Okay, I wonder what this yellow one's doing here.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, did that get dropped from the shuffle or something? Yeah.
Alright. Okay. It's not so bad.
Yeah. It seems like... Well, so let's reveal the new stage card before we talk strategy. Mother's Meal. She gave life, she can take it away. Release the brood. Move 7 to the farthest rat and consume it. She then regains 3 health to her most damaged location. This cannot restore broken body parts. Move 4 to her target and chomp the target.
So I think...
That's actually not that bad.
No.
Especially... Well, actually, I was going to say especially if we break these, but then she would be on a new stage entirely.
Yeah.
But
if we break... We have to decide. We should break one of them, though.
My question is, can we win this round?
The answer to that is...
10 total damage to her?
Well, but she's going to have an attack in between. She's going to have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
but
maybe.
like if you're... Where you're standing, you can hit her... Oh, you can only...
Anything.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you could pop her left flank and she would target the bear, which is obviously super defensive. By the way, we can pick up our zeros, right?
Yep.
Okay. Refresh
And
kind
refresh
of is happening.
3, 6.
And interestingly, I'm trying to figure out, would she still land on? Yeah, okay. The rats aren't far enough away for her to... When she resolves this card, she's first going to move to a rat and eat it.
The furthest
and then,
away rat.
Yeah. So I was looking at... Because... It's probably this one.
Yeah.
And then she only moves 4 to her target, so I was wondering if you can make it so that then she can't make it back to you.
Well, her target
Right.
will become the closest.
Not if this is resolved by breaking
Oh, I
a
see.
card, right? Or a die.
Oh, interesting. No. Well, maybe.
I don't know if the rules are if she can't reach the person who broke the die, does she then target the closest?
That seems likely. I
Yeah.
also don't... I'm not too worried about it. About avoiding that hit, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Because I've still got 4 health. So I think I think I'm going to go first, actually.
Okay.
With the bear. And I'm going to play this swipe card for 4 animus. And I'm going to target my front arc, which is these 2 rats and her. So I got +3 damage, because I get 1 for each enemy that I'm hitting.
Nice.
And then... Ooh, you know what? Actually, before I do this, I'm going to have the priest do a bless action.
Oh,
So
yeah, let's
all
get some more
Oathsworn
tokens.
within 3, which is now all of us,
Hell yeah.
get either an empower, a redraw, or a defense.
I will
Bear's
take...
going to take an empower.
I'll take a redraw for both of my characters, please.
2 redraws. And I will give the priest a... well, he's got a lot of empowers, but whatever, we'll just do that. So now I'm going to do my big attack with my swipe. I already paid my 4. And I will use 2 empower tokens. So I started with a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll empower that to a black, and then I'll take a white to a yellow. Well, let me actually do this in a different way. It's easier. So I draw a yellow. Okay. 1 empower gives me a black die. Another empower gives me a second black die. I'm just hoping for big numbers and crits. And I feel like we haven't drawn any crits off of the black deck yet. So I have a pretty good odd of hitting.
Okay, yeah. Oh, the crits on the black are 5? Holy cow.
So let's do it.
You could just take out her core here if you
That's what
want
I'm
to draw
hoping to
well
do.
enough, yeah.
Jesus.
No. That's a
So
that's a 6.
I could spend this redraw. Which I might as well just go for it. It doesn't make any sense, but I'll just do it anyway.
I guess the question is, what's your goal here? Are you trying to get a lot of damage on the core, or are you just trying to break a flank? Because if so, like if you're just trying to, you could break the 3 for this, and a redraw wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, I have 3 additional damage here, so I was trying
so
to
you're
hit
at
the core.
So you're already at 9.
I'm
I
at
forgot
9,
about that.
and so like if the core would take 12, so I need 3 more.
So anything but a blank on the black redraw, I think, is
Yeah.
at least a 3. So actually, sure, yeah, I like the redraw.
And it is a 3.
That's exactly 12 on the core, right?
Yeah, so
you
the core.
kill these 2 babies and the core. Well done. She interrupts with Mother's Meal. She's gonna move 7 to the farthest rat and consume it. The farthest rat being this one, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away from her. So she's gonna basically displace these 2.
Yeah. Well, she'll land here, right?
I would think she would take the most direct route
you're right.
and here displacing these.
Yeah, okay. Like that.
Yeah, essentially. And then oh wait.
Yeah, so she'll face more north.
Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
So she'll consume this rat.
Yep.
She'll heal her
She
left
heals
flank to 4.
To 4. Mm-hmm.
And then she'll move back towards me.
Yep. Which is just gonna
So
displace the priest again. It's gonna push the priest like there.
Yeah, I think so.
Weird. Okay.
Well, actually, and she's going to displace that rat too. So maybe it'll actually be like this.
Yeah. Yeah, probably so. Because I think you would displace the rat first, and then
Actually, I think
the priest would go end up here. Yeah.
Which isn't bad, actually.
No.
And then she'll attack the bear for 1 red and 3
red
yellows.
and 3 yellows. Yeah.
And I think I'll probably not bother playing a defense. I'm gonna.
I love our odds of winning this turn now after you got that big hit on.
Yeah.
So.
So let's see what we got here. 2 blanks, 3, just 3. So that will deal 1 damage to the bear. Actually, I'll use a defense token and not take the damage. Okay.
Cool.
And now the priest is actually in a position to do an attack, which is nice. So I might do that.
Yeah, the ranger can also thread the needle. Penitent can get in a big attack, although... Oh, speaking of which, we can reveal what will happen on the next...
And actually...
the next break would... So we can reveal this. It's called Burst. This is unlikely to matter because if we break another die, she's going to go to stage 3 and resolve one of those.
Right. Which is nice because we left the Toxic Cloud template in the box.
Oh, this uses Toxic Clouds and we don't have them on the table. Okay, great. So... Perfect. That worked out great.
The priest has a lot of defense, so might as well let the priest break a die, but doesn't really matter.
I'm like the penitent can get in a good attack or 2, but does not have a lot of hit points, so I'd rather not.
All right, so let's have the priest go. The priest will do an attack of 1 yellow die, but the priest has... I should start calling him by his name.
But you gave him an impossible name.
Mediolius. He's got 3 empower tokens.
Wow.
So he'll take a white and then 3 black cards.
That seems good.
So that's 10. That's enough to take out either die. And so I'll take out the more expensive one, the 4 pip one.
Perfect.
And then...
That is going to immediately trigger stage 3, according to the Broodmother.
Right.
So... Retreat! Hissing, the Broodmother bristles and lashes out in all directions. Release the Brood. The Broodmother gains 1 defense for the rest of the encounter. Mark this with a tracker token.
So she's up to 3.
She attacks with her tail. This targets all adjacent enemies. Does that get overridden and only attack the priest?
No, I
thought according to the rules it says that like all special targeting rules are. Let's do a live check here because I have this open to this page. That targets the character who broke the location. The targeting overrides any targeting on the special rule board or stage card. So I think it targets only the priest.
Okay.
This is a great draw then for the break.
That's interesting. I'd probably play that with some version of the Grim Rule where she'll hit all of us, but that's okay.
I mean, the rules are really clear.
That's true. That's true. All right, so she's going to draw, with her tail gone, she'll just draw a red and 3 yellows.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess Priest is a companion, so it won't do anything first. That's 2, 4, 7.
So the priest will take 1 damage, down to 3 health.
Seems fine.
Mediolius. And then the brood mother will
move forward to the nearest board edge and stop when she reaches the edge.
So it's just going to be the north board edge. So
I think she's moving like 1 space and trampling this stump, right?
Yes, I believe that's accurate. She's trying to run for the hills.
Okay.
Luckily, the ranger just has to hit her 1 more time.
The ranger, I don't know, the penitent kind of wants the glory now.
Or the penitent. Either way. The problem with the penitent
is a glory seeker.
The penitent, well, I guess because these dice are all broken, that wound can go all the way through, right?
You're the one who explained that to me. I can't remember how that worked.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the ranger's right next to him, so she can just go ploink and like hit him in the side. But I understand the penitent.
The penitent needs the penitent needs this. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
He's gonna move in, and let's can I empower? Maybe a stupid question. Can I empower an unarmed attack? I know that unarmed attacks don't get might dice, or don't get your might cubes, but can you empower them?
Probably.
Okay, perfect.
And we're not playing super strict right now. We're
it's a learning game, yeah. Let us know in the comments if I shouldn't have empowered this. Okay, so 3 enemies to play Shield Bash. This is an attack with knockback 3. It says if you have a shield, treat this as an unarmed attack, but gain a black might for each defense your shield has. So my buckler has 1. So it's essentially an attack that with an unarmed attack, I'm not missing out on anything because I have no might, so I'm just gaining a black from this. I also gain Animus if the target collides with anything on the knockback, but I plan to kill her. So I'm going to take 3 more. What I need to hit 9 here. Let me give me. I'll spend 2 empower tokens. Give me 2 more whites fully upgraded to blacks. So I'll take 3 blacks here. 3, a blank, and a 5 crit. So I'll take 1 more. And it's another 5 crit. There we go. Let's splatter this thing. Okay, a blank. So 13 damage divided by its 3 defense should pop the last die. It doesn't react 1 more time or anything. Right?
I don't believe so.
It's immediately over. We did it.
We did it.
All right. Well done.
Yeah, that was pretty quick too.
Yeah, that was what 4-ish rounds. I feel like it was like not that many rounds. Yeah. I mean, looking at the board state, it seems like the design is maybe other characters are better at crowd control. Although we had some AOE, but it seems like the design is you are going to be gradually overwhelmed by the rats and win quickly. Right, is the goal. And I'm curious. That's a very common. That's a very standard design for a boss fight, right? It's like there's something about its mechanics that's gradually overwhelming you, and so you need like offense as the best defense to win quickly. So I'm curious if that is a common thread of these, or how.
Well, I've only played 2 of them, but the second one is very different from the first one.
That's awesome.
And and this also played out very differently than the previous 2 times that I've played this scenario. Really? Yeah, because in one of them we had like the witch, and the witch does a lot of AoE damage, like fireball AoE. So she was actually taking out big clumps of rats.
Oh.
And so it was less of that, and it was more about like not having high defense. Like we have a very high defense build right now. So it was more about avoiding hits and taking less damage to stay alive.
Okay.
Whereas our build is like we can do high defense, so we can get in there, we can kind of tank some hits and just try and get through the platinum damage of the mother quickly. So I think it plays out differently.
The time that this build is going to struggle is when there's a 5 or 6 defense enemy. Then, if our DPS is not as high, but our survivability is, that could be when we struggle.
Yeah.
But what fun is it if you don't struggle?
That's right.
Yeah. We level up now.
So technically we level up. Basically, what's going to happen is in your baggie for your actually, I guess we should go through the steps of the end of the
why don't we? Yeah.
This is our first time doing it. And you're looking at the correct book.
Yes. So, end of the encounter. Ending the encounter. This is new to me, so I'm gonna just
I can walk us through it
skim
quickly
and
if you
paraphrase
like.
it. I mean, so it's like we ended it in success. The encounter ends immediately. Minions flee. Proceed to the chapter epilogue in the storybook.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the app back out.
I'm gonna have to go grab the iPad.
Or you can grab the storybook itself if you prefer.
Yeah, let me hit. I'll hit pause. We'll be back in literally a blink. Told you it'd just be a blink. We did grab the chapter book. Here's the epilogue. With the screeching finally silenced, the mass of rotted fur lies still. Taking no chances, you hack off the broodmother's head and burn the body. I'm just gonna get a reputation as a pyromaniac here.
She's dead. All of her little rats flee into the forest. Fleeing rats. The penitent falls over from
I bet something bigger than them is gonna get them all in that forest in the woods. So
yeah, they're like shark babies. They're gonna start eating each other.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So no real concern I think about them running away. The deep wood may snuff out the flames, but at least it will consume this corruption. In the den, you find several items of value. When you arrive back at Bastogne, you are met by a squad of guards. Our Lord Davenish heard of your foray into the deep wood. Have you found the beast? Says the sergeant. You raise the severed head of the broodmother to the guard's face. The men recoil. Well done. I've been instructed to give you this iron in payment and to tell you that Lord Davenish would meet with you tomorrow morning. He has paid for your lodgings at the Broken Oak Inn during your stay. I would suggest retiring there now, as his lordship will not suffer tardiness tomorrow. You hand the guard the head and take the iron. All Oathsworn gain 2 iron each. Tally level, loot, and losses.
So that is the keyword that means go through this stack of rules, right?
Okay.
So the first thing is level. So we're going to gain 1 level according to the leveling page on the next thing, and on level 2, basically, we basically just get our new ability card. So in your baggie, you'll find an ability card that, or at least I think it might be a few ability cards that have a level 2 on them. It's 2 cards.
Okay, so these can just kind of be added to the set that we're now choosing 7 from going into battle.
Right, and when you choose 7, you have to choose 1, 0, and then 2 each of the numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like the sets are a little more specific. You can't just
as far as like their battle flow,
their battle
placement. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Then we're going to do loot. So it says replace the current item deck with the item deck from the next chapter. That's why I said grab the unique item 2 or the common item 2s.
Yep.
Then you gain 3 common items to share amongst the free company.
Okay.
So just
draw 3 at random.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So actually, I don't know why I'm shuffling these. I said last time I followed the box setup instructions to a T, which involved shuffling all like 40 item decks.
Wow, you shuffled all those.
I did.
Before?
That's what I said to do.
All right.
So they're all shuffled as stored.
I would have just waited until they came out.
As I was doing it, I was like, I feel like in the moment I'm going to want to shuffle them again anyway. So what am I doing? But technically they're all shuffled. So we got padded flax jacket. Looks like anyone can wear that. A short bow. And a short bow.
All right.
We don't have any duplicate protection here.
Sadly, no.
That's a terrible draw because
it's not great. Then we're gonna we're gonna gain 2 or 3 unique items. So normally you gain 2. We gain +1 because we finished the story encounter quickly.
Yes, we got 1 from that time track.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's normally 2, and it's from the 1 deck,
from the
not
1
the 2 deck. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So those are the Incisor. Which, can any of our characters play that? I don't think that matches any of them.
No.
That's a shame. Mother's Revenge. Some of us can play with that.
Yeah, the penitent can use that.
Oh, okay. I see what they're doing here. These unique items are thematically tied to the boss we just killed. That's cool. And the spine. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a 2-handed staff, so the bear can take that. Oh, no, not the bear, the priest.
Oh.
Although.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So we've done that. Then you're going to replace the current. Then you're like up to the 2nd chapter unique item deck, like in the organizer. It's like instructing. Okay, and then it says for each unconscious Oathsworn Mark 1 tick on the knockout track, which we don't have any of those, which is good.
Nope.
Then it says all unconscious will get an injury. We don't have to worry about that. Then all Oathsworn are going to lose 1 item that they equipped in the encounter, 2 if they went unconscious, and these will go back to their original item decks.
Okay.
So the priest.
And the party just gained all 6 of these?
Yeah, the party just gained all 6 of those. The priest is going to lose Oh, wow.
I mean, if the priest can take the spine, then probably weapon's a good...
Yeah, so the priest will
Loss?
lose the Great Maul.
Okay.
We can just put our losses here.
The ranger will lose the short bow because there's plenty of those to go around.
I think the bear's going to lose... Well, what has he got? He's got this coat. Where's his armor? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, he'll probably lose this felling axe because I didn't find it to be that good. I mean, it probably isn't bad, but hopefully we can buy a better weapon.
Can I count on the
it's
Mother's
yours.
Revenge for the penitent? Okay,
Sure.
then I'll lose his cudgel.
Okay. And then the ranger has to lose something as well.
Lost the short bow already.
I lost short
Yep,
bow.
yep. So we've got our 4 losses here. Yeah.
Okay, so these can go back into the item.
Okay, we can clean that up after.
And then that is the end of the tally level loot and losses
All right,
occurrence.
we did it.
We did it.
That was fun.
It was fun.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll continue into story chapter 2 next time.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. Jordan is a frequent co-host of the Game Brain podcast, so check that out wherever you get podcasts and listen to his thoughts on. Have you talked? You probably haven't talked about Oathsworn on there.
No.
You lean more Euro, more heavy.
That podcast
right?
leans more Euro heavy.
Yeah.
But also, we haven't played that much Oathsworn yet. I feel like if we get far enough into this campaign and then I go on the podcast, I'll give it a little summary of how we're doing and how we're enjoying it. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to hear more thoughts about games, there's the Game Brain podcast for that, and we'll be back with chapter 2 soon. Till then, be optimal.